Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's been well. Today we're going to be creating this burnt orange slash sparkly eye makeup look with my favorite lip combination at the moment. So if you want to see how I created this look today, just keep watching. So let's jump straight into the tutorial. Firstly, I'm going to be doing my base. So I'm going to take my EcoTools makeup sponge, but I just realized I didn't wash it. But don't worry, you can take any facial spray you have, and here I'm taking the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray and spraying it onto my makeup sponge and letting it soak in. Next, I'm going to take this primer slash cream that I've been loving. I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I'm going to list it in the description below. All the items I use on this tutorial will be listed below. Now I'm going to take my Maybelline Superstay 24-hour foundation in Caramel Beige. I'm going to pump the product out onto this candle holder slash plate thing I have. It's a lot more hygienic than pumping it out onto your hands. Next, I'm going to take the Maybelline liquid highlighter in medium nude and apply some product into the foundation and mix it together with a concealer brush. When I apply my foundation, I try to avoid my under eye area because when I apply foundation and concealer, it gets really cakey, especially because I have really dry under eyes. Now I'm going to take my EcoTools makeup sponge and blend down all the product. Don't forget your neck. Taking my Maybelline Age to Run Concealer in Nude, I'm going to apply that to the high points of my face, including under my eye area. Once again, taking my makeup sponge, I'm going to blend all of that down nice and seamlessly. Next, I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder and apply this to all the areas I've applied concealer. I avoid applying it to all over my face because I don't like the fully matte look because I have dry skin. And guys, this powder is really great for people with dry skin, I believe, because from all the powders I've tried so far, this works the best for me when it comes to creasing. Also guys, I've come to see that using a dry makeup sponge instead of a wet one works better. It creases the least. And here I'm using the Real Techniques makeup sponge. Now that all of the base is done, we can move on. Yeah, I'm happy that we can finally move on. Straight into the eyes. I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm going to take my Morphe M35 brush and this eyeshadow in number 107 from a brand called 3Ina, I believe. Guys, I have a few of these eyeshadows and they are so affordable and so pigmented as well. I'm quite terrible at explaining or describing how to do eyeshadow, like how to apply on your eyes, but here I'm just taking the 107 eyeshadow and applying it all over my eyes and my crease. Guys, can you see how pigmented this eyeshadow is? I barely have to dip my eyeshadow brush in the product too much. I just need to slightly tap it on the product, literally. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. Next comes back the Maybelline Age Divine concealer. I'm going to take a flattened small brush and apply that onto the middle of my eyes and just blend it inwards and outwards, but just slightly, if you understand what I mean. You could see what I'm doing here. So once I have a decent amount of concealer on top of my eyelid, I'm gonna take my NYX glitter in the number 04. I'm gonna be showing it on camera as well. So yeah, there you go. I'm gonna apply this glitter using my Real Techniques little detail brush. I love this brush, I use it for so many different things. This is one of them. It picks up the glitter really well. So I'm going to apply the glitter on the areas I've applied the concealer. Once it is blended nicely and equally, I'm going to move on to my other eye. And I'm going to start with the concealer again, because if I do the concealer part for both the eyes and then do the glitter, whichever eye I'm doing last, the concealer is going to be dry. So that's why I'm doing one eye at a time. Here I'm taking a small eyeshadow brush and getting rid of the glitter fallouts. Now that all of my eyeshadow is done, well, the top eyeshadow is done, I'm gonna move on to my eyebrows. They look like a mess. My eyeshadows are usually quite full, so that's why I use the Loreal Brow Artist Plumper. I think that's how you say it, I'm not sure. I can't pronounce half of the words in this world, and it's so annoying. If you like a fuller brow, then you guys can go on ahead and apply brow powder or brow pomade. Once I'm happy with my brows, I'm gonna move straight onto my lower waterlines. And on my lower waterline today, I'm gonna be using the NYX Slide On Glide On eye pencil in the color Golden Brown. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to take this small smudger brush from Eco Tools and apply the eyeshadow that I used at the beginning for all over my eyes. Next, I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution black eye pencil and apply that on the upper waterline. Whenever I do this, people always find it really scary, but when you get used to it, it's alright. Next, we're going to do one of my favorite parts of doing makeup, which is the eyelashes. And I'm going to take these lashes that I've got from Amazon. I'm going to speed through this part because you've probably seen a million people apply their lashes. But if you want me to create a lash tutorial in depth, please let me know in the comments below. I'm taking the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara in Very Black and applying a thin coat of this to my lashes before I apply my fake lashes. I was saying lashes there way too many times. Once I've let my lashes get a bit tacky after applying glue on them, and I've applied a dual lash glue in dark, so I'm going to apply my lashes with tweezers. I know a lot of people apply their lashes with their fingers, and I have no clue how they do that. That looks so difficult, especially if you have nails. Now let's use the Lottie London bronzer in light medium. I'm going to do this using the Real Techniques Teal Fiber Face Brush. I don't really like using cream products once I've applied powder to my face, which is why I basically use the bronzer to contour. Next, for blusher, we're going to use the Loreal blush in Rosebud. I'm going to use the Real Techniques blush brush to apply the blusher. Again, I said blusher way too many times. My favorite part, and is highlighter. To apply highlighter, I'm going to use the Superdrug's Be Beauty fan brush, and the highlighter I'm using today is basically an eyeshadow from the brand called Kiko, and the eyeshadow is in number 3. This eyeshadow works as a highlighter so well. It's basically my favorite highlighter, and it's so affordable. I believe it was about like £4. So moving on to the lips, my favorite lip combination at the moment is the Makeup Revolution Renaissance Lip Liner in Prime and the Beige Rouge Velvet Lipstick in number 1. These two work really well together. The first time I used this lip liner, guys, I was so surprised to see how creamy it was, especially because it's only £2.50, and to be honest, when you spend such a small amount of money on certain products, you don't expect much out of it, but this was definitely a surprise for me. As you can see, I don't apply my lipstick the usual way, I just pat it onto my lips, and this is because I have quite dry lips, so applying a lot of lipstick doesn't always look great on me, which is why I just pat it on. It works better for me. Here I'm basically showing you the finished look, not realizing that I forgot to do one more thing. I forgot to set my face. So I'm taking the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray and setting all of that makeup together, looking it all in place. One last thing to do, and that is applying bottom lash mascara. I do this after setting my face because every time I do it before, the mascara always gets on underneath my eyes, no matter what mascara I use, whether that's waterproof or really good high-end mascara. So that's it, guys. That's the makeup tutorial done. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I hope the voiceover wasn't that terrible. It's my first time doing a voiceover, and it was fun but very difficult. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.